Etra saw it. I'm Kuroki. Today, I'm attending the wedding of my middle school classmate Tachibana.
Hey, Kuroki!
Tachibana!
Hey!
Congratulations!
Yeah, thanks.
I hadn't been in contact with Tachibana for a while, but when invited to his wedding, I immediately accepted. That's how close we were. He was quick-tempered, but somehow, Tachibana and I got along well. I didn't join any clubs after school while he was in the baseball club. Even so, we hung out together all the time. Good for you, Tachibana. Tachibana's wife, his colleague Karin-san, had apparently been sick. He told me this story before. Tachibana, it's been years! Long time no see. What's up?
Kuroki, I'm sorry.
Huh?
I know it's terrible to ask this right after seeing you for the first time in ages, but please, could you lend me some money?
What? What's with you suddenly?
Please. 100,000 yen will do. Well, saying 100,000 will do doesn't sound right. Actually, there's someone I'm thinking of marrying.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, and she's currently in the hospital. I want to have a wedding too, but with her treatment and everything, it's costing quite a bit. So,
Alright, I get it.
Kuroki.
I won't ask for details. We're close after all. But 100,000 yen isn't a small amount, okay? It's a loan. Make sure you pay it back.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd hate it if money ended up ruining our friendship.
Don't worry, I'll definitely pay you back, and I'll definitely invite you to the wedding.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll give a proper wedding gift then, too.
I'm sorry. Today's on me.
No, use that money for your girlfriend. Anyway, glad to see him doing well. Look at the happy couple. I was naively thinking such things, but...
And now, a speech from the Friends representatives.
First, from the bride, Karin-san's friend, Azami-san.
Tachibana, Karin, congratulations on your marriage. Karin and I, how many years have we known each other now? We're both strong-willed, so we've had our fair share of arguments. Karin has always been so healthy, never even had a major illness.
Huh? At this point, I felt something was off. Wasn't Karin-san in the hospital? Was it an injury, not an illness? Well, it's not something to bring up during the ceremony. Maybe I'll ask Tachibana later. But then came the speech from Tachibana-san's friend representative.
Tachibana, congratulations on your marriage. Tachibana and I were college classmates. We often went drinking together. Remember? You remember, right? It would be troublesome if you forgot. Still, I'm happy that the one sloppy Tachibana's getting married. Tachibana-kun had his loose ends, like being late for drinking parties and forgetting his wallet more than once or twice. Oh, I don't have my wallet. And he'd return the money much later, only after being repeatedly asked. Hey, Tachibana! I'll pay you back. But we were friends, so I didn't mind. So... I don't know what you used it for, but please, return the 100,000 yen I lent you soon. Akamatsu, you... I don't care what happened. I could say a lot right now. Hey, please stop!
Wait, Tachibana?
Ah, well, I'd be troubled if you ran away. It would be even more troublesome if my debt increased and I couldn't get my money back. So congratulations on your marriage, Tachibana. I'm going home now, but I'll be waiting for your repayment call. Me and the university guys too. Well then, be happy.
What was that about? So that person lent him money too. But the way he said it... Hey, Tachibana!
Kuroki?
What that person just said. Come to think of it, I also...
Hey, Kuroki, not at a time like this!
Sorry, but I've been wondering. You said something about hospital expenses for your girlfriend, right?
Well, that...
What's that about, Tachibana? I haven't been sick or injured, have I?
Come to think of it, you still haven't paid me back yet either. No, Karin, it's not like that!
What's not like that? Explain properly!
Wait!
Wait, Tachibana!
What's going on?
What's gonna happen? That's right. There he is! Excuse me.
Yes?
Excuse me. About earlier.
Ah, Tachibana's. Did you lend him money too?
Well, something like that. Excuse me, but the reason Tachibana needed money, I was told it was for his girlfriend's hospital expenses.
Hospital? The hospital, huh? Well, that's not entirely wrong.
Huh?
Except, it was hospital expenses for an abortion.
That's when I learned a truth too unpleasant to believe. Tachibana had been two-timing Karin-san with another woman he'd been dating since college. Apparently, he'd been calmly maintaining relationships with both for years. And that's not all.
Hey, Tachibana!
What? You're pregnant?
The woman he was two-timing with had become pregnant. When Tachibana found out, he told her to get an abortion and offered her a meager sum for expenses and as a final settlement. That money was...
Please, 100,000 yen will do.
the debt that Tachibana had bowed his head to borrow from us.
Well, actually, it seems the woman firmly refused to abort, so it became a settlement payment and child support. Even for that, it was a small amount.
No way!
But anyway, he's an old acquaintance of yours?
From middle school.
Ah, I see.
But it's still unbelievable that Tachibana would do such a thing.
If you don't believe it, why don't you go back and see for yourself? The venue's still...
Tachibana! What I saw there, the atmosphere I felt, was enough for me to know the truth. Tachibana. The further truth I learned afterward added insult to injury. From elementary school through university, he had borrowed from acquaintances, a small amount each time, but totaling a significant sum. And Tachibana didn't give all of that to the woman he was dating. He used it for a bachelor party, as one last fling before marriage.
Alright, what should I do? How much, young lady? Hey, Hiragi, isn't she underage? That's dangerous.
It's fine. This is that kind of establishment, and we have money. We came here specifically to let loose, right?
That's true.
Afterward, naturally, Tachibana's wedding was cancelled. It seemed they hadn't registered their marriage yet, so it ended in a broken engagement. Of course, Tachibana had to bear all the costs. Classmates and friends who had lent Tachibana money received a bit more than the return cost of gifts and transportation expenses. Well, I hate to say this, but he deserves it. The fact that he went to such an establishment and had relations with an underage girl has many implications. But the one silver lining in this misfortune may be that there were no harmful effects on bride Karin-san's health. Tachibana, why did you... Several years have passed since then. Karin-san, who was the bride at that time, sent me an apology and an update. Apparently, Tachibana didn't just lose his job at the company he worked for. The matter developed into a police issue. The friend who joined Tachibana in his last fling as well. What they did was, simply put, buying prostitutes, and the law was properly applied to them. They received the punishment they deserved. Proper discussions were held again with both the woman Tachibana had been dating and with Karin-san, whom he had planned to marry. He must have ended up with a debt incomparable to the amount we had lent him.
I don't think I'll ever see him again. I've recently started dating someone new and work is going well. Everyone, I'm truly sorry for the trouble I caused you at that time.
Good for Karin-san. I'll probably never see Tachibana again either. I don't know where or how he ended up this way, but I was taught two frightening lessons. That a friend I met after a long time had changed drastically over the years, and that even with an old friend you once trusted, you shouldn't casually get involved with money matters.
What do you want to eat tonight? Ice cream!
That's dessert, Tsutsuji!
Well then, let's go shopping on our way home. Yay! Give me a piggyback ride!
Sure. Ugh.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。やっぱりこういう話を聞くとどれだけ仲が良くても多額のお金の貸し借りはできないってなっちゃいますね。一緒に遊びに来ててちょっと手持ちがないから次会う時に返すねとか気軽に言える金額でないと。何せよ今まで自分に見せてこなかった一面ばかりで衝撃的な内容だったからこそ裏切られた気持ちがあったことでしょう。 いい友達だと思っていたのに、こんなひどいことをしていたなんて事実、さすがに辛いですね。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また、少しでも怖いなぁと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。